It's not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check your subscribe to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you hit that like button, make sure it's working properly. These bad actors are doing everything in their power to suppress the channel, to manipulate the channel, just like they manipulate stocks, in order that more people don't become aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Okay? What they're doing is absolutely outrageous to me. But it tells you how terrified they are that we're exposing what they've been doing to us for the last 5 years. Anyway, listen, these bad actors that are naked shorting GME, they're in trouble. Okay? The only reason they're able to continue this nonsense is because the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are practicing willful blindness to the overwhelming fraud and corruption in the play. You can look at the FTDs, you can look at the dog pool volume, you can look at the institutions buying, the retail investors buying. You can tell that this is not the real price of GME. They're claiming that the GME fundamentals are horrible, and the only reason they can say that is because nobody holds them accountable. They can put out articles to manipulate the price of the stock. They can do whatever they want with no real repercussions. The SEC knows what they're doing. The DOJ knows what they're doing. The FBI knows what they're doing. And they practice willful blindness to the obvious fraud and corruption. You see other companies announce that they invested X amount of dollars into Bitcoin, and the company stock price starts going up. GME does it, the stock price starts going down. Normal market fundamentals does not work with GME. GME price is controlled by the criminals. Okay? We see it in the dog pools. We see it in the FTDs. We see it in the spoofing. And every day you have more buys than sell, yet the price goes down. It is overwhelming evidence of fraud and corruption. And the only way we're going to see justice, I believe, and this is just my opinion, I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell GME, is when the liquidity runs out, or one of these civil lawsuits gets to the discovery phase and they are forced to turn over the blue sheets and the trading history of GME. And then I believe that the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are going to be shamed into doing their job and holding these bad actors accountable. But like I tell you all the time, more than likely some low-level or mid-level manager is going to end up taking the weight of the criminality, and the real masterminds behind it will continue operating with no real consequences. Anyway, the GME reported volume 6,070,094. You know those numbers mean absolutely nothing because they could create millions of counterfeit shares every single day with no real repercussions. They claim 26.78% of the float is DRS. 150% of the float would be DRS, and they would still create counterfeit shares every single day. And the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI still would not ask them, where did those shares come from? Okay? 33% of that reported volume was shorted shares. So they found 2 million GME shares to short into the market and manipulate the price. Yet somehow the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI don't see anything that requires an investigation. And the short exempt 18,411, in my opinion, just further proof of the counterfeit shares. And they claim they can cover all their GME short positions in 7.34 trading days. Let me tell you guys something. If they could cover all their GME shorts in 7.34 trading days and exit the play unscathed, they would have left the play a long time ago. But they can't. They are trapped in the play, And I believe pretty soon we are gonna see justice for all the criminality and abuse we've been going through over the last 5 years. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that these bad actors can keep naked shorting GME forever? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.